Have you ever wondered why social classes exist? Why? From the wealthiest CEOs to the poorest laborers, society has always seemed divided? What if I told you that the idea of social class, the haves and the have-nots, goes back thousands of years, back to the very first civilizations? And no, I'm not talking about medieval kings and serfs, but something much older, older than Rome, older than Greece. Picture this. Over 5,000 years ago, on the banks of the Euphrates River, a Sumerian merchant stands in a bustling marketplace. Around him, artisans, priests, and laborers go about their daily lives, but not everyone is equal here. While the merchant negotiates the price of copper, a farmer, his back broken from years of toil, bows low before the temple, paying tribute to the gods. But here's the secret few talk about. This wasn't just a way of life. It was a system deliberately designed to maintain power, a system that would echo through history. You see, in these ancient cities, the earliest records of social class can be found in the laws themselves, etched into stone, written in clay. The famous Code of Hammurabi, written around 1754 BC, is one of the earliest examples of how the concept of class was codified into law. Its 282 laws are more than just guidelines for justice. They're a clear delineation of social status. A nobleman who committed a crime might pay a fine, but a slave or commoner, they could be put to death for the same offense. Hammurabi's laws didn't just reflect society, they reinforced it. Social class wasn't just a side effect of wealth or power. It was a deliberate tool to keep the elites on top. And this wasn't just limited to Mesopotamia. Let's jump across the desert to ancient Egypt. By now, you've probably heard about the pyramids, but did you know that over 100,000 workers, farmers, and laborers were recruited to build these tombs? Here's where things get interesting. While most of us picture slaves building the pyramids, recent discoveries suggest that many workers were not enslaved at all, but laboring in exchange for food, shelter, and protection from famine. Yet, even with this so-called welfare system, the pharaohs and priests still controlled everything. The workers? They were a disposable workforce, separated by class, forever in service of the divine rulers who claimed to be gods on earth. In ancient Greece, even in the birthplace of democracy, social class ran deep. Yes, Athens allowed its citizens a say in government, but only a small percentage of people counted as citizens. Women, slaves, and foreign-born residents? Excluded. In fact, the very concept of leisure, the idea that some people could enjoy free time, was a sign of class. The word skol, in Greek literally means leisure. Only the wealthy had time to learn, debate, and influence politics. The rest? Their labor allowed the elite to philosophize about justice and democracy. And that's the chilling part. While the architecture, technology, and fashion have changed, the concept of class hasn't. It's evolved, but the roots are ancient. In our laws, our politics, and our workplaces, the social divisions that began millennia ago still echo today. From the earliest empires to the modern skyscrapers we see now, the idea of social class has always been a quiet force shaping the world around us. But here's the real question. Will it always be this way? Or can we break the cycle? The story of social class doesn't begin with kings or tycoons, but with the very first human civilizations. It's not just history. It's a legacy we all live with today. How will you choose to be part of it?